Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another insightful video here. So today we're going to talk about upcoming events. So tonight, President Trump is going to um, go to the Congress, the U.S. Congress, to have his State of the Union address, which is an important address because that's a time that he's going to be talking about the key achievements of the administration, and then also what projects and initiatives they are looking to implement in the next few years. So that is something that we are going to tune into, and then we are going to look to um, listen to key initiatives and how those key initiatives is going to affect the stock market. So as an investor and a trader, I'll be watching it to listen to it to see how I can piece together the information to help my trading and investment thesis tomorrow and in the days ahead, right? Also, we have NVDA earnings coming up. That's coming up tomorrow. So that is going to be, and NVIDIA is the leader of the AI movement and the AI wave. So all eyes is going to be on NVIDIA tomorrow. And NVIDIA happens to be the world's #1 most valuable company at the moment. And it needs to deliver very good earnings and strong guidance. And if that guidance is good, then it's going to help wake up some of the AI stocks that have been beaten down recently, and also help to lift up the Nasdaq and the entire market. So tomorrow, investors and traders are going to be watching NVIDIA earnings closely to see how that impacts the market. Also, in this video, I'm also going to talk about what I call software Armageddon, right? Because software stocks have been beaten down. Even the great Microsoft has been beaten down, and most of the software names have been demolished like this year. And that is due to fears of AI taking the job of some of these software names and some of these companies. So with AI in place, investors and traders think that some of the software names are overvalued and AI is going to take some of their market share. So because of that, most of them have been selling off. I don't think that AI is going to take everything away from these companies. Some of them are still going to be relevant, but I think that the sell-off is excessive. And in this video, I'm going to show you some of the key stocks and some of the areas where I'm going to look to buy and execute on them in the days and weeks ahead here. So without much ado, I'll go straight to sharing my screen here. And I'll show you what is happening in the market. Okay, so let's go to the SPY. So the SPY is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So as we can see, the SPY has been holding this 100 SMA level for the longest time. And this has been an area of interest, right? That has been like the line in the sand for the bulls. So every single time that price has come there, it has bounced, right? So we've seen one touch, two touch, 3, 4, 5, and then we have this one here as 6, right? So the next time price comes here to break this, we are going to get the 7th touch, and that can be 80% to 90% break. So the battle is going to be won and lost here at the 100 SMA. So far, the bulls are doing a good job, and if price is able to, NVIDIA earnings comes in good tomorrow, price can bounce and we can push above this 690. So any trace above 690 will send the SPY back to all-time highs, right? That could send it to all-time highs in no time. And if NVIDIA fails and the market is weak, we are going to get a crack of the 100 SMA. So anytime we get a crack of the 100 SMA, that's going to spell doom for the bulls, and that's going to cause the market to sell off, and we are going to head down to the downside. So also, if you look at this as well, this has put in what is called a head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish reversal pattern, but that has not triggered yet. So it's going to trigger if the daily candle closes below the 100 SMA. So if you get a red candle like this, closing below here, then that means that we are going to get that big sell-off to the downside. But for now, the bulls are in control. They are still defending this level. So any breaks below the 100 SMA is going to be devastating for the bulls, and we are going to head down. But for now, we see how things are going to work out in the coming days ahead after NVDA ends. Okay. So next ticker, I'm going to QQQ. So the QQQ is the tech-heavy ETF of the Nasdaq, and QQQ put in what, a double top here, and that double top has led to a sell-off in the market, right? So that has sold off, and as you can see, the QQQ is trading below the 100 SMA, right? So it's already weak. So it went from one bearish reversal pattern to another one, which is called a bear flag, right? So this is your flagpole, and this is the flag, right? Flagpole, and this is the flag. So price has been trading here so far. What needs to happen is that the bulls need to find a way to push the QQQ above the 100 SMA. And after doing that, they also need to push it above this level, 617. So the battle is going to be won and lost between 614 and 617. If they can get a daily candle close above here, then it's game time. This can push back to all-time highs, right? But for now, the bears are in control of QQQ. We shall see if they can keep the bulls at bay here at the 100 SMA. So here, this area here is what I call a supply zone. This is a zone where the bears are going to defend with all their strength and might, right? This is an area where they are going to defend. But anytime we breach this area, we are going to get a short squeeze, and this can take us back to all-time high. So these are the key levels I'm watching so far on the QQQ. And once it triggers, we are going to get that push to the upside. And then if we break the bear flag, once the bear flag is confirmed, you can get a red candle like this, which is going to send this down, and you're going to get a sell-off to the downside. So those are the critical things that I'm going to be watching in the days and weeks ahead here after NVIDIA earnings. But NVIDIA earnings is going to be the catalyst that could send the market up or down, okay? Next thing that I'm going to watch is that I'm going to be going through the software ETF. So Yahoo Finance here, we have IGV here. So this IGV, we have IGV is the software ETF. So IGV has also been beaten down a lot, and if you look at the holdings, you can see that Microsoft is number one, followed by Palantir, followed by Oracle. So I'm going to review the charts of these top three to see where they are at and see if it's a good time to buy or take a swing trade for them, right? So I'll start with the first one, Microsoft. So full disclosure, I've been building a position on Microsoft for that big bounce into the 100 SMA, into the 200 SMA. So I'm going to show you here. So here we have this Microsoft. And as you can see here, if you go to the weekly time frame, Microsoft has been holding this trend line here, this 2022 trend line, bear market low here, 2023 lows, and then here this Liberation Day lows, and we are holding here. So as you can see here, price is bouncing here at this critical trend line level. It came all the way to this 200-week simple moving average. It kissed it, but I did not touch it. So we shall see if we can get a green candle here that comes and pushes tomorrow. So here, this is where we are at. This is the candle that we got today. So we need an above average candle that can go up and push this up, right? We can get a push to the upside. Then this is going to be fantastic, right? This is going to be a fantastic move to the upside. So here we have this here to be pushing up, right? We can get this move to the upside. So that's what I'm going to be watching here with Microsoft, and if Microsoft can hold. And if you look at the history of Microsoft, you are going to see that Microsoft has never traded below the 200 SMA for the longest time. Every single time it comes there, it bounces. So I believe that this time it's not going to be different. We are going to get that bounce to the upside. So here, I'm not looking for I'm not saying Microsoft is going to go back to all-time highs. No, right now, no. What I need is that as a swing trader, I'm looking for a sizable bounce, right? So that sizable bounce is going to be at least 10 to 15% bounce. That is going to take us to at least 2423 and beyond, right? that should be more than enough to make money as a swing trader. So here, this is an area where I'm loading up on, I'm buying, putting a position, and then once we get that snap, I'll look to take off some of the profits off the table and hold some to allow it to run. Another one that I'm watching as well is Oracle, right? Oracle. So these are all software names. So Oracle as well. Oracle here, you can see that Oracle has been holding this 2022 bear market low trend line. It's been holding it, it's been bouncing, and then it's here right now. So look at where it is right now. So I believe that Oracle 2 is due for a bounce, and it has put in a double bottom and it started bouncing here today. So tomorrow and the days ahead, I'm going to be looking at to trade Oracle to open a position, and my stop loss is going to be a daily candle close below 138. So I'm going to look to buy call options and ride it to the upside. Okay, so my Oracle is one of them, and then last, and the other one is Palantir. That's the number 3 holding. So with Palantir has sort of, it triggered this. So it had this head and shoulders pattern, and that head and shoulders pattern triggered, and so far it's been selling. But I think that is due for a bounce here at this critical level. This was previous all-time highs. Now this area is going to act as support, and we have what looks like a triple bottom here, and I believe that is going to be, we are going to get a snap up and then a push. So NVDA earnings, if it comes good, is going to help stocks like Palantir to push up because they are all in the AI space. Okay, so Palantir is due for a bounce, and that bounce could come as early as this week. Okay, so next one is the ETF itself, IGV. IGV, if you go to the log chart, you can see that the IGV, if you go to the weekly time frame, you can see that this thing here, this is a trend line that goes way back. It's an 18-year trend line, right? If you go to the monthly, you can even shrink it. This is an 18-year trend line dating back to 2008. It's been holding as key support. And guess what? What happened today? If you go to the daily, you see that it's bouncing there. So again, technicals, right? Mother of all trend line holding up as a strong support. So it's holding now, and then this is the 76 level. So I'm going to get some call options, and my stop loss is going to be here. Also, if you look at the volume today, the reason why I like this is that the volume here is showing, this has been, today's volume has been the largest volume in recent times. And even up to 2020, look at 2020, March 2020, we didn't even get a volume like that. So this has been the highest volume so far in the last 6 years. And anytime you see massive buying like that after a big sell-off, that means that is the end of that massive sell-off, right? The sell-off is excessive and buyers are stepping in to ride it up. So I'm looking to see this year we are going to get that bounce, and I'm pretty sure we are going to get more move to the upside tomorrow with this in the days ahead. So I'm going to be looking to get IGV calls as well to get that bounce, because if Microsoft and things bounce, Microsoft, Oracle, and then Palantir get a bounce tomorrow, this stock, this ETF is also going to get a bounce. So yeah, so these are the key tickets that I wanted to flag as we head into NVIDIA earnings tomorrow. So I hope this was insightful. So once again, if you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe to our channel, hit the notification button, and then also join our free community at tradingrate.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good night. Bye for now.